Hey guys, it's me. So I'm going to be talking about something a little different today. Today I'm going to be talking about leaky gut. And that's a term that is getting more popular, but it wasn't always popular. People didn't know about leaky gut. So I'm going to kind of talk to you a little bit about it. And I am a certified health coach. I did a year training, and I also personally have experienced leaky gut for 20 years. And I'm in the process of treating it, and I want to talk about it. So for those of you who don't know, leaky gut is when you have holes in your intestine, and we're not made to have holes in our gut. So every time you eat something, when you have leaky gut, when you eat something, that food goes through your digestive system, and when it gets to your gut, there's these little holes, right? So when you eat that food, those particles from your food slip into those holes. And it's not supposed to do that because we're not supposed to have holes there. So when those food particles get into those holes and they leak into your bloodstream, and when that happens, your immune system freaks out, right? Because the purpose of our immune system is to fight off bacteria and viruses and things that are known as bad. And so when these particles get into your bloodstream, your immune system kicks into overdrive because it thinks that there's a problem, because there is. It's like, well, that's not supposed to be there. What is that doing there? We need to attack this and get this out of here. So it kind of kicks your immune system into overdrive because you're constantly eating. I mean, not constantly, but we eat frequently throughout the day. And so these food particles are always getting into our bloodstream, and when your immune system reaches a certain point, with leaky gut, you'll start having food sensitivities and allergies. And as somebody who's had leaky gut for a long time, I have probably at least 20 allergies. I'm not even joking. We're talking wheat, gluten, dairy, legumes. That includes peanuts, snow peas, like any kind of legume. There's like gums that are made from legumes, like guar gum. It's used as a thickener agent. There's locust bean gum. Those are all, nope, can't have those. I'm allergic to bananas. I'm allergic to tree nuts, which includes the cashews, and I'm allergic to almonds. So there's a long list of things I cannot eat, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger the longer I have it. And little did we know at the time that I had leaky gut all along. So how is it diagnosed? For one, you have the symptoms, but what do you do to get diagnosed? Well, you go see a doctor, and there are many tests that doctors can run to test for it. A lot of doctors will just diagnose you off of symptoms, but if you want the diagnostic testing, there is a test called GI map, and this tests for a lot of things. And this tests for parasites, good and bad bacteria. It tests your zonulin levels, which is an indicator for leaky gut. If your zonulin levels are really high, I think they're supposed to be around 20, so if they're in the hundreds, you've got a leaky gut problem. So my zonulin level is almost 300. So my doctor said, yes, you indeed have leaky gut, and we need to fix this. There's zonulin levels you can just run if you don't want to do the whole GI map. There's just zonulin levels, but a lot of doctors will just diagnose off symptoms. So once you get your testing or your diagnosis off symptoms or whatever, you have to restore those junctions in your gut. So there are some products that can help, and there's diet lifestyle changes you can make. I reacted to bone broth, but bone broth is known for a lot of people to help repair your gut. So you just cook it in the crock pot or however you want, and you drink it in soup, or just drink it by itself, and it actually is super healing. But for me, I had neurological issues, and so when I would drink it, there's a whole science behind it, but basically I would just get neurological symptoms. So it didn't work for me. And the same reason I didn't tolerate glutamine, but a lot of people find that glutamine helps restore leaky gut, and rather quickly too. So those are like the two like go-to options. Now those ones didn't work for me. So there's a diet that a lot of people with leaky gut have to follow, and it's like a paleo diet or a keto diet, something with like no sugar, no carbs. And it's different for everybody, but as somebody with celiac disease as well, I'm finding that I might have to eliminate all carbs. So for me, I might have to go paleo, just meat and vegetables. That can really heal your gut as well. There's also a product called Restore, and I think they just changed their name too on Amazon, but it's the same product. I can drop a link in the comments if anyone's interested. Restore is a product that's has a lot of minerals and amino acids in them, and that product is very good at binding up the junctions in our gut. So that's actually something my doctor recommended for me, and I'm going to be ordering it. It's expensive, but and please talk to your doctor before starting anything, but it's a good product, and I've taken it before. I didn't take it very long. I actually am told that I'm gonna need to do it at least 6 months, so I'm gonna order it. But it's super gentle on my stomach. I don't have any, die-off symptoms. It's just super gentle. You just take it 3 times a day, or whatever your doctor recommends. And it's a liquid, but it doesn't taste bad. It's actually, there's no really taste to it. It just kind of tastes like bland, but it doesn't have like a distinct like taste or anything. Because I know a lot of people have problems with drinking stuff that's really, really gross, and some people have a strong gag reflex, but it doesn't taste like anything to me. So I really like the product, so I'm gonna try it. Another thing that my doctor recommended for me is collagen peptides. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them at not Walmart. GNC has them, and I can drop a link in the comments too if anyone's interested. But those, that's another good product that helps your gut, and it also helps your hair, your skin, your nails, all of that stuff. So it has multiple benefits. So those are kind of the things that were recommended for me, and from personal experience, having this for so long and being a health coach, I know a lot about what helps leaky gut. And a lot of people ask, they say, well, why do people develop a leaky gut? If we're not supposed to have holes in our intestines, then why do we get them? And there are a lot of reasons that you can get it. For me, it was probably other autoimmune diseases that I've developed, and I just became more susceptible. But if you have a low stomach acid, you can get leaky gut, overuse of antibiotics, not enough good bacteria, a poor diet. There are several things that can cause it, and those are some of them, which those can cause other gut issues as well. So they're kind of like all bundled together. But that's just my take on leaky gut. And I actually developed a support group page on Facebook. So I have a group started. It's not a very big group, but I have one started, and I'm trying to get it more involved. So if you want a link to that group for support, let me know and I will drop it in the comments. But that's kind of what leaky gut is, how it's typically treated, and how you can get rid of it. And I'm excited to go on this journey to finally get rid of it, and I really am hoping to get rid of some of my allergies because it's just too much. Well, that's it for today. See ya.